So we want to prove a point that when we say we're tired, we are actually tired. And
Foreign national who is a manager without qualifications.
What qualifications is well qualified?
No, you don't need to be a restaurant.
the 2nd of May 2025 is a very important day for South Africans, and I mean South Africans all over the country. So we are saying we can no longer keep quiet and watch while this country goes down the drain. We are facing a very, very tough time in the country where we have the highest unemployment rates in the world. I think we did say in March that we'll do this again and again as much as we possibly can, because I think there's a culture amongst governments that believes that South Africans are quick to forget. We complain about something, we sit on social media, we complain about it, we move on to entertainment and we forget. So we want to prove a point that when we say we're tired, we are actually tired. And it's time that government takes us seriously, because I've said this again and I'm going to say it again. Last time we were here, I asked any government official to come through and actually walk the streets, walk the CBD, live the life that an ordinary South African does, and none of them took on the challenge. I'm asking them again, if you think this is a futile exercise, then come through and see the life that ordinary South Africans are living. Come and see the life that we have to experience every single day in the CBD, where people are looking for jobs and they are cut out of jobs because they are not cheap labor, like illegal immigrants. I don't see these numbers that people are saying people were killed because of xenophobia. If people are despondent right now, right, and they start fights amongst each other, why would you term that xenophobia? How is it not a person who's angry at a certain group of people and governments for not responding to their cries and reacting in a certain way? It's exactly where we find ourselves right now. Because right now we've got a government that's not listening to what we're saying. This could lead to something worse than what it already is right now. We already know people are tired. We already know people are fed up. Why do you want to ignore them and fuel the fire even more? You know what I mean? We need a government that actually does something about the situation and not sit back and wait until South Africans react and they're called xenophobic.
Foreign national who is a manager without qualifications.
What qualifications is well qualified?
No, you don't need to qualify.
You don't need a qualification. So the owners see it possible that you can be the manager.
Anybody can do it. Why not just South Africa?
You are responsible for so many people of South Africa, but they are managing them. Just the two of you. And you are saying to me, there are no qualifications that you require. So how can that is my concern. You come from wherever you come from, you don't come to South Africa. Without qualifications. Do you have papers?
No, it's not your papers.
We are talking to you as a manager. How many you are here?
There are more than 20. That is, if you can give us the details of the owners. One to
Sizobheka ukuthi kuqashwe abantu base-South Africa kule restaurant, because ama-restaurants amaningi aseqasha ama-foreigners and anganawo ngisho amaphepha okuba la-South Africa. Yet abantu base-South Africa abanayo imisebenzi.
South Africa bangako ngebona abala eSouth Africa.
Hayi la ngaphansi isonto sabuye msokomayo sonke siyalazi igololwane.
Nonke anisho ukuthi olincane.
Skila hayi.
Siyabonga nibambe lapho baba. Siyabonga ngesimelele ukuthi abantu bangasebenzi.
Durban Workshop Center.
Hi guys, so kusasa, the 2nd of May 2025 is a very important day for South Africans, and I mean South Africans all over the country. So we're going to go and take it to the streets. Njalo kuthiwa thina as South Africans we complain on social media, but when it's time to make our voices heard, we are nowhere to be found. So if you have not heard about the march that's going to be happening kusasa, the 2nd of May, then please go and spread the word. We are saying we can no longer keep quiet and watch while this country goes down the drain. We've got too many, it's just too many illegal immigrants in the country. And our government seems to not see a problem, because I mean, we all know ukuthi uhulumeni wethu khona abantu abayiphilela kamnandi. They've got security, they've got nice houses, they've got money, their children go to elite schools. They don't have to walk around in town and experience half the things that ordinary South Africans do. So it's time now, South Africans, that we stand up and fight for ourselves, because if it's ngazilweli sizoba senkingeni. We are facing a very, very tough time in the country, where we have the highest unemployment rate in the world. Phekwalokho kusanabantu abangena njalo la kodwa befuna umsebenzi. Manje mawucabanga lawo bantu maybe ngayithola umsebenzi bajiya sebenzeni. That's why we've got so many criminal activities going on in the country, from drugs, human trafficking, to all these kinds of things. Ingane ziyashona ema-tuck shop. Uhulumeni wethu wakwenzani? Khona umuntu owaboshwa? Not even one. Kunalokho upresident wethu usiqhubekela nempilo as if nothing happened. So now, clearly, it's going to take South Africans to bring South Africa back. Let's do it like the youth of 76 did. Let's do it like the women who went to union buildings, Bio Masha did it. Let's do it like all the struggle heroes who fought for apartheid and who fought under oppression of the white people. Manje, the oppression is from foreign nationals who are here in the country illegally. Bayenza yonke into ngacabanga, guys. And the worst part is bayathandwa, because I need to cheap labor and all of those things, and those opportunities are meant to be for you. Manje cabanga, if you sit at home and not do anything, how much worse the situation will be for them, because it's clearly while the country goes. So now it's time, South Africa. It's time for you to lift up your hand and say, I am part of the people who are going to stand up and fight for this country. Put on your sneakers tomorrow and come out into the streets and show the world that South Africa is not xenophobic. South Africa is overpopulated. South Africa is being invaded daily by people from outside the country who want to come and use this country for all its resources to empower themselves and go back to their countries. I say this all the time, and I'm saying it again. We only have one South Africa. There's no other South Africa that you'll find. When South Africa, you don't have an option to go anywhere else. So when if we and not do anything about this state of the country that we're in, for your children. So guys, tomorrow, 2nd of May, look for Indawo Yangagini and find out where the march is going to be starting and how you can get yourself involved. It's time, South Africans. It's time for us to rise and take back our country. It's time for South Africa to come back to South Africans, and we put South Africa and South Africans first.
Guys, the reason why I do ask you to share my videos is simply because when you share my videos, it will help others to know what is going on in South Africa. Like, a lot of Africans still want to come to South Africa, but majority of them are not even aware of what is going on in South Africa, simply because they have not come across videos like this, and neither do they listen to South African news, right? But when you share videos like this, it will spread. It will help others to know what is going on in South Africa. It will help others to know how serious South Africa is in fighting against undocumented foreigners in South Africa. But when you don't share the videos, it will just be within the circle. It will be on this channel. It's only you that will know what is going on. But if you share it, others will know, and it will help those that feels like it's not that bad. Are you getting it? That being undocumented in South Africa isn't that bad, because a lot of people are not really aware, not until they step in. Are you getting it? Not until they step in. Most of them, agents, all these traveling agents, they trick them, they extort a lot of money from them. But if they are well informed, trust me, those agents will not even get any shishi from them. Talk more of bringing them to South Africa, because there's nobody that will see things happening in South Africa that will still have the mind to give an agent money to come to South Africa. I don't know if you guys are getting what I'm saying. Yes, I know that there's like people are still coming into South Africa, but don't be surprised that not all of them are aware that South Africa will never stop fighting against undocumented foreigners. Not all of them. They are not aware. They are not aware. And the very moment they come in and see that, oh, they can't even settle properly, like there is nothing you can actually do in South Africa as a foreigner, that they won't demand for your documents or your papers, right? when they discover all that, they will start to regret it. They will be like, if they had known that they can't get a job, they can't even do their business in South Africa without having a document, that if they had known that, they would have stayed back in their country. So videos like this have really helped a lot of people. Like videos like that's why when you see those in London, America, Ghana, Nigeria, all over the world, people use their platforms to tell those that cares to listen, those that cares to know. People use their platforms to tell them how the environment is, what the government is doing, how the country is. Are you getting it? It may favor you and it may be against you. That's why most times, if you want to, when someone wants to travel, if you want to travel, you make research. You make research about the country that you want to migrate to. So if you are watching this video right now and you intend coming to South Africa on visitor's visa, probably your agent has told you that once you get into South Africa that he will change your status and give you work permits and blah, blah, blah. Please ignore the person.